Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Brent back with Rda Laboratories. Today I got a device from Advanced Vape Supply called the Molecule. So there's a box for it. That's the actual device. So this is like they've been an e-juice coil company, and I think this is like their first oil device. So we'll go through and check it out. And it does have an American flag on it. And that one sort of looks like El Salvador, but I don't know about the sea, so I'm not sure. I think for sure the coils are manufactured here. I'm not sure about the rest of the device. So I'll open her up and show you guys the coil. I think this device is pretty much all coil. Their coil is awesome that they came up with. And it's like the fused clapton coils that you like see on e-juice devices sometimes. And you get 4 coils with it. I believe they're like $40 right now for the kit. And that is what they look like. So it's like a fused clapton. And I believe there's like 4 layers. Don't quote me on that one. So you get this little container that has them. And then you get a couple replacement O-rings for the mouthpiece. Or, I mean, it holds basically the top down, not the mouthpiece. You get this little replacement quartz cup. It has 2 small holes in the bottoms for the leads. And it's kind of hard to get out, but there's a screwdriver. And then there's also a little dabber inside. I'm not going to pull out right now. It's pretty much your standard little dabber that comes with everything. So little screwdriver there, and that's how you loosen the pots that hold the leads in. You don't want to take the little screws out all the way. So we'll get into this thing. I'm going to pull it off for you guys. So, and then I'll read you actually what it says on the box here. This is an advanced product. Please read the enclosed manual or watch the videos on our website. This device is capable of producing large puffs. Use with care, not for illegal use. Keep away from children. Works with all concentrates, top airflow to stop leakage and clogging, large load capacity. Gold plated for temp control or wattage mode. Engineered with device longevity, affordable operation, and superior flavor is our top priority. So there is quite a bit of literature on this thing. If I can get it the fuck out of the box. So, you know, you're going to want to go through and check this out. And like they told me, this is like for tinkerers, for like your first device. If you've never really had an oil vape, it might not be the best for you because you're going to need to do, you know, a work on it, changing your coils. You know, you're going to want to, you don't really want to change a coil without cleaning the whole thing. I do like ISO soaks. But what I like about the device is this coil is awesome. It works very well on temperature control, heats pretty evenly. When the coil is fresh, the flavor is awesome. I notice after the coil gets a little more dirty, that flavor starts to not be quite as crisp, but that's pretty much with any coil you're using. Also, something different about this one, more like an e-juice coil, you need to strike it, so you like run like maybe a dabber, something metal across the coil when you're setting it up to get like it helps it heat evenly instead of just heating up like from the very middle or from one of the ends. It'll make it heat better. So I'll take the cap off for you. One thing I'm not a fan of is the threading on here. So sometimes I have to use these needle nose to actually either I can't get the cap off without the device coming off the mod, or I can't, you know, get the whole thing to come off at the same time. It's like one or the other. And then they do get, you know, you get a little bit of reclaim going on in there, and the more that happens, the more of a struggle it is to get that done. So, you know, sometimes get it tightened down. See, I'm trying to get the whole thing off. See, so right now, I'm going to have to use these. You don't want to press too hard with them, you know, you don't want to fuck your threading up. go. So mine's, I've been using it, as you can see, still on my first coil. This little screwdriver goes right into these little holes. You just loosen them up a little bit, pull that coil out to replace it, tighten them back down. One thing I have noticed is I've been getting some leakage. So what holds this on is just the leads. So you want to be careful not to be too hard on this cup, because you could snap your leads if you're not careful. You just want to be aware of that. And you're going to want to keep the thing clean. If you don't keep it pretty clean, you're going to get oil leaking out of the bottom here. So that's one thing you want to watch out for. The settings I have been using it on, I'm at 370 Fahrenheit and 17.5 watts. I'm getting 0.35 ohms on this mod. It's probably going to vary whatever mod you're using. And I'm going to load it up and show you guys how it works. I can see them coming out with maybe an improved bass for this pretty soon, because the airflow is not my favorite. It's not, I can work with it, you know, like I get pretty decent hits, you know. You just kind of got to milk it a little bit slower, but it's just not as open as I would like it to be for a device that I use on a regular basis. And also, there's no splash guard, and they're telling me you should load smaller loads, but on here it says, where does it say that at? With, what is it, capacity it's talking about? Yeah, large load capacity. But I find if I load enough to get, you know, 2, 3, 4 good hits, I end up with reclaimer oil on my teeth, which is, I fucking hate that. Like, I don't want to brush my teeth every time I use a device. But, you know, it's their first oil device. I can see them improving on this very soon. You know, I can almost guarantee it. And I, you know, just like any other device, you saw Source Vapes come out with a quartz cup with a ceramic heater below, and every single company has those now. So I guarantee you're going to see, you know, if you find somebody finds a good coil, it's going to be improved upon by that company and other companies as well. It just seems to be the way the industry works. A reality. So I'm going to load some like shatter on here. I notice I get really good production. I'll shatter. Some of this Jelly Kush from RSO Go. Some really good stuff. Really strong flavor for like a snappy shatter. It's pretty impressive. So I'm not going to load a huge amount. I'm just going to load a little ball of it. Maybe a little bit smaller than a BB. Melt it down onto there. Throw this cap on. And you can see some of that backsplash getting on there. So you just gotta want to be careful with your load size. Cheers. So like I said, the coil performs. Very good coil. I love seeing new designs out there. Just drives everything forward. So like I was saying, I think these are like $40 right now online at advancedvapesupply.com. And I know you can get your e-juice stuff over there too. I like to thank them for providing me with this device. I would like to thank everybody for watching the video. I'm actually going to take one more rip off of this thing. I want y'all to have a great night. Thanks a lot.